Hi, hello there. Welcome to the first out of the three videos about my yearly reflections. The main video that I will discuss about just what the hell happened this year, what did I practice, what conclusions did I end up in, and what effect it had on me. There will be 3 videos in total that are like these main final depictions of the journey I went through. In this video, we will delve a bit deeper into the journey of me strengthening my connection with religion and with God. Specifically with God rather than religion itself. I'll explain in a bit. At the beginning of the year, I have made a lot of decisions onto how to change my way of life and how I perceive it and how do I interact with God himself. I have made the decision to cut out alcohol, and I made the decision to experience a year of abstinence. And I just knew that during such decisions, I also wanted to strengthen my relationship with God. Some of the ways that I have gone about doing it is learning and practicing prayers. Not necessarily any specific prayers from any religious texts, but an act of praying and talking and interacting with God. Some of the moments in which I chose to initiate prayers were, the first one was me simply having a prayer before sleep while I am in the bed when the day has finished, and I can easily talk about it and thank God about what he has provided for me during that day. And the key part of it is thank God. That prayer was me practicing gratitude and me thanking God for whatever he has provided during that entire day. No matter if it was good, no matter if it was bad, I would thank him for it, because I realized that the bad is also as necessary as the good. I thank for the struggles. I thank for me finding an ability to push through them. I thank for the lessons I have learned, and I thank for the general day of life things, be it the sun that I saw, warmth that I experienced, me seeing my friends, be it me making someone happy, comfortable. Thanking for the struggles and the lessons is also very crucial, because you're signifying to yourself that you're learning something from them. You're signifying that it was not all for nothing, that you will move on forward with a greater purpose and greater strength, which I perhaps didn't possess before that day. Another moment in which I began praying was during food. More specifically, I practiced that for breakfast, occasionally during dinners or before my breakfast, as that's actually one and the only time I would cook. And I never prayed before food. My family doesn't do that. We are Orthodox Christians, and I think we just don't do that often. So it was me finding a way of just including a prayer and interaction with God during the day. Once again, it was to do with gratitude, so showing gratitude to the person that was able to provide me with that dish, showing gratitude to the animals, the earth that was able to grow this food that I'm able to eat and digest. And also, importantly, it was me praying for the energy that I would gain from the food to be used in an effective and functional way, for me to better myself and improve my state of being for the foreseeable future. And this way, I would put more intention into what I'm eating, because I also practice doing a prayer and just eating in silence, although I still have a lot to go through to be able to do that effectively. It was an act of intentional eating, an intentional consideration for the food that I am putting into my body. Moving on to the third and final position in which I have discovered an effective way to include a prayer. It actually came much later during the year, about a month or 2 ago, in which I have started the practice of praying when I would get this sudden rush of lust and arousal within myself. And that's one of the reasons why I started the journey of abstinence. And I have discovered through the act of praying, when I received this lustful rush, that it's actually an effective way to perhaps bring my mind into more intentional way of living and just existing in that specific moment in time. It's understanding the energy that I have brewing inside of me and asking God to help me direct all that energy into something more useful rather than lustful thoughts and imagery. And that's the crucial part. I was asking God for help during those moments of handling all this uncontrollable feeling. Truthfully enough, it was helping. Truthfully enough, when I was in the moment aware of what is happening to me in my mind, I was intentionally making a prayer about that, and it was helping me bring me back to my own senses and bring back the control that for my own mind. It was very beneficial, and I will continue putting that into practice so that I understand to myself how to transform this lustful energy into more intimate, gentle source of energy that I can use for the benefit in other sectors of my life. So those were the 3 practices that I began doing during this year to better my relationship with God. It's to better my understanding into how to pray, what to say during the prayers, and simply make time, make an instance of when I have a conversation with God himself. That being said, I am of course going to proceed forward to understanding what religion means to me. And this is what I meant right at the beginning of the video, where I was stating that I bettered my relationship with God, but religion itself is yet to come. And what I mean by that is that next year I have certain aims for what I will be putting into practice. Most specifically, I have an aim for next year to read the Bible for the first ever time. Yes, I'm a 25-year-old Christian that has never read the Bible. And I feel like it's time. It's time for me to understand for myself what teachings are being said in the Bible and how I resonate with them and what I think about them and just what it all means to me. And that will be a big step for me to understand my own religion, I believe. Since I am an Russian Orthodox Christian, there's a decision to make on like, are there other different types of Bibles? I assume so. I think I would want to read just the main Catholic English Bible first. Then I will get to read the Russian Orthodox Bible in Russian to have a different perspective, to see how they explain things differently, to have a different point of view in terms of my religion and be more specific into what kind of religion I believe in and see the differences as well between those two. There's a book that I potentially will try to read before the Bible, and there's this book that I came across one random day, and it's about Derek Prince and his biography and his teachings about the Bible and religion. So I feel like this will be a good start to get me in the mood of reading the Bible. And when I saw this, I understood it's a message for me that I need to make that step in the nearby future to proceed forward into my learnings and teachings about religion and God. I will leave you at that. I thank you for listening to the steps I was able to make for myself, for my understanding of life and how I want to be living. Goodbye, my dear people. I wish you the best and have an amazing life.